so much from the show today. I hope you are as well. We're learning that to get into filmmaking, you have to network. You have to surround yourself with like-minded people. You also need to follow your heart. You need to follow your passion. And then also getting some ideas on how to break in. Some people are saying horror as a genre is easier to penetrate. But then we had Dave Cecilio here, whose movie is in the San Diego Film Festival. And he's saying that, you know, historical pieces or semi-documentary are also good because people always want to know the past, the heritage, and all that. Right about now, last block on the show, I want to introduce you to T. David. T. David is
yes.
a Kababayan filmmaker as well. And Craig, of course, you met him earlier. He founded or co-founded, among other things, or founded Mental Eclectic. Yes, and that is a group for Filipino filmmakers. There's so many Filipino filmmakers groups.
Yeah.
And why is that? Why can't we have just one?
You know,
different circles, different.
I think it's different circles, but I have this goal of kind of just bringing everybody together. Mm-hmm. You know, we're all like-minded individuals, and we happen to have the same cultural backgrounds. Mm-hmm. So why not work together and really help our culture be more recognized in the film industry.
And I can't remember who said this earlier, I think it was John Isaacs, to say that sharing resources in a network, because that way we are more powerful. Was that you who said that? Yes, that was you. Okay, more powerful that way, and I like that.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
And also to add on to what Craig said, it's also a matter of location. Mm-hmm. So if you have somebody from New York and you have somebody from Los Angeles, it'll be harder to collaborate, so you have like these little pockets of Filipino filmmakers.
You're right. And you're also quite accomplished in your, and I think you're the only one from the group today who has your own manager for filmmaking.
Yes,
you do too.
I do also.
What is that needed?
Oh,
I know actors need. Why? What does a manager do for you?
You need representation, and sometimes you can't be all over the place, and you have somebody who's more experienced. And also, with me personally, I'm a writer-director, and I do not want to deal with people, especially when it comes to money. Right. So my manager takes care of that for me, and it really helps.
And your talent, your experience, plus your manager got you to be invited to the set of Zero Dark 30.
Yes.
What was that experience like?
It was surreal. It was actually exciting. My manager forwarded my demo reel over to Catherine Bigelow, and so my manager calls me up. He's like, "Hey, do you want to, come on set?" And I'm like, "Serious?" So I was like, "Yeah." So I was on set for a whole day, and I was pretty much watching how everything was going, and it's totally different from a big budgeted film to what I was used to doing, which is small, no budget films. And this is like a big production, and it was a lot of fun.
How do you get invited?
How do you get invited?
Yes, I want to get invited. Okay, I have to be a filmmaker. So you have to go to school to be a filmmaker, because I know a common denominator among all of you today is that you went to school for this, whether for editing, whether for filmmaking.
Yeah, well, because what it is a lot of people think you just need like a camera, or you need a a screenwriting program, but you also there's a lot of things that you need to learn, like blocking or staging or how to talk to actors, and there's a lot of things that a lot of people need to learn, and I think that's what film school is for. Film school,
and I guess networking, because then you get to share experiences, correct?
Yeah.
What does Mental Eclectic Media do? Do you do mixers every, what?
Yeah, we actually meet once a month as a group to figure out what projects we have going on, and then we share our resources to help each other work on the projects. And it's really to also keep our costs down. And then on the business end, I have through the Continuum Pictures, who's distributing my short, I've developed a really strong relationship with them. So now people from within the Mental Eclectic, when they shoot, we have a higher likelihood of getting distributed
Which is what's important, of course.
Yeah, and
why make a film if it's not going to be seen, right?
Right.
Yeah.
In the end game.
Yeah. So what are you working on? What projects are you working on?
Well, actually on Saturday, I have auditions for a horror anthology that I'm directing. So it's along the lines of The Twilight Zone or Alfred Hitchcock Presents. And I'm looking for a host, and we're going through some new media routes first. So it's gonna be on YouTube for a little bit, but then through my my relationships, I'm hoping that we can get it to television.
Okay,
Yes.
and what projects are you working on?
Well, I just finished a horror thriller called Infatuation.
Oh, horror,
And
yeah.
I have a screenplay that's under option with a major studio right now. And
Right.
hopefully we're going to make that into a film. And I will be directing, I don't know if you heard it, it's a graphic novel called Vindicated Inc. It's a popular comic book, and I will be directing the live action feature for it.
Wow. I'm taking a lot from this conversation. Like I said, and I keep harping on this, it's networking, it's sharing, it's collaborating with like-minded folks. Where can we get Mental Eclectic? Where can we get more information about that for people? You know, and you take students as well, right? If they want to join your mixer show. Okay, go ahead. Tell us where.
You just go to mentaleclectic.com. Or if you just Google Mental Eclectic, like we're all over social media, so you can find me on Twitter. Just tweet us at Mental Eclectic. We're everywhere. And like, the one thing I think always gets undervalued is actually networking on social media, because that's how I met Dave Cecilio.
Right.
Is through Facebook.
And this is where we end the show today. Catch us on YouTube as well, also on Twitter, also on Facebook. Thank you. More power to you. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Janelle Kababayan in Los Angeles. I'll see you next time.